5-minute call on behalf of the Labour Party.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker.
Tēnā koe, Rino Tirakatini.
Tēnā koe, tēnā koutou ngā memo te whare pāremata. E tū tautoko ana hau I tēnei pire mo te reo Māori. E tū tautoko ana hau kia whakahauhia ake te kaupapa mo te reo Māori. Apiti hono, tātai hono, rātou te honga mate ki a rātou, apiti hono, tātai hono, tātou te honga ki a tātou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Mr Speaker, I'm delighted to be able to speak in support of this very landmark piece of legislation that's having its second reading right now. Sir, we've heard in the House tonight, e te māngai, and I've heard hareruia, hareruia, and I thought I was in a whakamoimiti right in a church service. But certainly it is worth celebrating thus far, sir, that we've come to this point to have the second reading of this bill. And it's had a long passage, you know. There's been a lot of work that's gone in to get it to this stage. And I've only got a short call, but I do want to acknowledge the Minister and the Ministerial Advisory Group, the members of the committee, in particular my whanaunga from the lofty southern mountain Nauraki there, Tūtahaunuku, who led our committee. I was on the committee, but intermittently, and so I was able to sit in and hear certain aspects as this bill progressed. But I know the good work that was put in by the committee as well to ensure the passage of this bill. And can I also acknowledge, sir, the specialist translators who have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to give a full Te Reo Māori translation to this bill, sir. And it's of extra significance, as has been mentioned, sir, that this is a dual language piece of legislation. And if there ever is any raru or doubt or conflict between what translation will prevail, Te Reo Māori will prevail. So that is very significant. Only the second piece of legislation in the history of Aotearoa New Tirani that we have had a Te Reo Māori piece of legislation. So I just I support this bill because I support our reo Māori. And sure, there are aspects that were of concern when we did the first reading, but and I can go into the details, but it was ultimately, I think, sir, a big issue was around the nexus between the Crown's relationship, it's the Crown's obligation to protect our taonga and to promote the Crown's obligations versus empowering Māori to iwi Māori to champion and to foster and to grow our reo Māori, me ona tikanga. And so I think that the changes that have been made have improved that, clarified that relationship. We've got certain new bodies and strategies that have been set up. And I think ultimately, sir, this legislation, like any new creation, it takes time to bed in. And I think we will ultimately see the fruits of this legislation by giving it time. We need to give it time. We need to let Te Mātua Wai to assemble the old guard and the new, and all of them come together to do their important mahi. We need to let the Crown strategies and all the aspects that they will be, its role and who will be doing that. We need all that to be teased out. But ultimately, sir, we do support this bill, and it lays a very good foundation for the next chapter of the of the fostering of our reo Māori, because sir, ultimately that's what it's all about. We want this legislation to really be a huge boost to the amount of Māori that is spoken with among Māori whānau and right across our whole country. And so I do tautoko this piece of legislation. I do acknowledge all the work that has gone in before, and I'm looking forward to progressing it through the further stages that we have left in this House, and I commend it to the House. Kia ora tātou.